What's good, family? What's good, family? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. The NBA season is coming to y'all next week, so I'm going to give you my preview of the Eastern Conference and let y'all know what teams do I think are going to make it to the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. It's my Eastern Conference video. Now, in the Eastern Conference, first of all, let's start with the Bucks. And the big news we just heard from the Bucks: Giannis is signing his 5-year extension. Now, somewhere there's LeBron James clapping. The teams are probably whining, bitching, and moaning. Probably Warriors, because I don't care what nobody says. Warriors were trying to get him before the draft. But here's the thing. This doesn't really change anything. I say it for this reasoning. You can still demand a trade. It's just now you're gonna have to pay for something. You're gonna have to pay to get him now. You can't just take him and put him on Golden State. You can't just take him and put him on the Miami Heat. Now you're gonna have to trade the house for him. At the end of the day, the next year or two, he can still demand a trade. He just secured the bag in the process. Not mad at him. Moving forward, the Bucks, of course, will make the playoffs. The only question is, will they be the number one seed in the East like they've been the last couple of years? But of course, they're gonna make the playoffs. I say the Raptors are gonna make the playoffs, although they've lost a lot. Marc Gasol, Serge Ibaka, lost a lot of bigs. They replaced him with Alex Len, and I don't like some of the moves they made, but they still have good enough on the perimeter and more ascension from Pascal Siakam, where they'll make the playoffs. Another team that will make the playoffs, but didn't. They did make the playoffs last year, but definitely won't make it this year. The Brooklyn Nets. You have a healthy KD, well, getting healthier Kevin Durant with Kyrie. The only question with this team is health. Now, I do think they should make a move because when I look at this team, I see a whole bunch of scorers. Who's the glue guy? I see a bunch of scorers. Caris LeVert's a scorer. Dinwiddie's a scorer. Who's the glue guy? So as presently constituted, I don't think this is a championship roster, but they'll definitely make it to the playoffs. Even with KD, if he comes back to normal, I don't think this is a championship roster. Maybe he can get out the East, but I don't see it as a championship roster. Miami, of course, they're going to make it to the playoffs. They had a great run getting to the NBA Finals last year. I think they really maximized their talent. Tyler Hero, I think he's going to get better. But Miami Heat, of course, going to make it to the playoffs. They're a very good team. Bam got paid. I'm happy for him. But they're a piece away, a major piece away. If they really want to think they can compete with the Lakers or the Clippers, i.e. the Lakers, to actually win the whole thing. I think the Celtics, of course, are going to make the playoffs. Celtics are going to make the playoffs. Jason Tatum's getting better and better every year. Still got Smart, Brown. Like some of the things they didn't all season, but some of the things losing Gordon Hayward, I don't like. And he gave them an extra guy, an extra wing guy that can do much anything, can defend, can score, make plays for himself and his teammates. Health, of course, has always been an issue with this guy since he's been in Boston. No fault of his own. But they're at least still make that, and I love the way they coached. I love their coach. But Sixers, now you got Doc. Sixers are up in the air. Will they make the playoffs? Absolutely. Of course they're going to make the playoffs. Question is how far they're going to be another first round or second round. I'm tired of looking at the Sixers. I have no faith in the Sixers. I have no faith that all of a sudden Ben Simmons will start taking jump shots. I have no faith that this will be the year that Joel Embiid will come in shape. I have zero faith. None. Zero faith whatsoever that this will be the year he comes in shape, and we don't have to worry about him not being able to make it up and down the court, and we don't have to worry about, he's not going to get injured. Zero faith whatsoever. None. I like the pieces they put around them. You got shooters, Seth Curry, Danny Green. I like those people. You still have Tobias Harris. I like all of that. But, and I like the fact that you got a different coach now in Doc. I like that. I have no faith. You got to show me. Next team I think is going to make the playoffs. I think the Wizards are going to make the playoffs. Yeah, I think getting Russ is a step up for them. But this is about as far as it goes. They'll make it to the playoffs. Then what? Nothing. Nada. You're paying the same $200 million for what? Nothing. Nada. You'll go to the playoffs. Russ, if you got a guy there already, he'll get you to the playoffs. This is why I didn't want to see him in New York, because we didn't even have a guy there. We paid $200 million for. Why? No, go somewhere else. We good. Let's build something over here. Go over there. But Wizards will make the playoffs. And the three teams, I think, will be battling out for the 8th seed between the Orlando Magic, Atlanta Hawks, and Indiana Pacers. That's my take of the Eastern Conference. The team that I picked coming out of the Eastern Conference, out of this sorry-ass Eastern Conference, I guess by default, I got to go in Milwaukee. By default, unless something crazy happens, because I don't completely trust the Nets yet. The Kyrie Irving effect, to me, is very real. And I got to see KD come back to me and KD be healthy. Most importantly, if they're healthy, I'm taking Brooklyn. But if they're not healthy, I'm going with Milwaukee. That's my take. It's your boy Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.